Hi guys, so today we're going to be checking out Nita's Nails Galore. So I found the shop on TikTok after one of their videos went viral for their acrylics. So I managed to get some of those acrylics. I had to like stock a restock, but I managed to get them and I'm super excited. If you're on like nails TikTok, I'm sure you have seen these. So let's dig into it. So first and foremost, it came in a super cute mailer, which I love that. And then I got some of the Halloween acrylics, and then I think I got some glitters, and I don't remember what else. There was a lot of stuff sold out, which I'm sure was really great for them. I'm sure having a video go viral on TikTok is probably one of the most exciting things that can happen for a small business right now. So I think that's really great. It's really exciting for them. My husband usually opens up my packages for me, and so he opened this one up, and then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna open that for a video. So it's open, but I haven't looked through it yet. First and foremost, I did get some tips. Now these are 3XL tips. Look at how long these are. Like, wow. And these ones also aren't really like a super defined C curve, which is also nice for those of us that have really flat nail beds. And I feel like they're also just easier to shape, in my opinion. So these are some super long tips, like, wow, really long. So you guys know I love that. Next, let's see. Let's pull out the glitters. Oh, it's all wrapped. So the first things I got were these little butterflies just because like they were there and I thought they were cute. Not really like spooky, but and then I'm going to open up these glitters so we can really see them. So this glitter is appropriately named Scream. I have never seen this glitter shape before, so I love that, and that's super cool. Like, really cool. I was really excited about these. These ones are Michael Myers, and they are like little butcher knives, and they're hollow ones at that. So here are the Michael Myers ones. Very horror movie for this collection that they put out for Halloween, which I love. So these are Michael Myers again, but I got these ones in a silver hollow as well. And then this one is Dr. Death. So have you guys listened to that podcast? It's one of my favorite true crime podcasts. And this one, oh, they're all like clumped together. Hello? This one has like Dr. Stethoscopes, that's what it's called. Isn't that cool? I feel like that's really cool. Also really creative to think of that. But some really unique chunky glitters. Also, wow, don't I look a mess today? Alrighty, so for our acrylics, this is, don't remember which one this is. These ones, are these labeled? They are. This one's Halloween Town. I will swatch them, of course. We have Apocalypse. Can't quite see what's in that. We have Elm Street, which is the one that I believe made the video go viral because this one's really cool. And then we also have Chucky. So let me get some swatch stuff out. Okay, so first let's do Apocalypse. Just whatever one I grabbed first. Okay, so working with this acrylic already, I can tell it dries very quickly. You do not have a ton of time to work, I don't feel like, and it is not runny at all. So here's Apocalypse. So here is Halloween Town. Now, my question is this like Halloween Town, like Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town, or like Halloween Town to Halloween Town High, Return to Halloween Town? I think it's that because these colors aren't really like Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm gonna go with that. This one is Chucky, which I think this is really cool. Like these definitely look like splattered glitter. I feel like it's like really unique. So I really like that one. And then here is the one that I've seen everywhere. It is Elm Street for A Nightmare on Elm Street. It has these like, you know, hands and the droplets. I was a little disappointed. I'm gonna shake mine up a little bit, but I feel like there's not nearly as many hands in this as I kind of had hoped. I sort of had to dig around a little bit to get any of the glitters. So I do wish there was like a little bit more in there, but I think you were also able to buy more if you wanted to like pack it full. But I have a plan for what I'm gonna do. Let's just get into it. So I don't think I'm gonna use these ones today. These ones are super long, and I think I want the length to sort of match my other hand. So I am gonna do stiletto again, and I'm gonna use tips this time. Since these acrylics seem like they are super quick curing, I don't want to try to be like messing with it on a form. So I'm gonna use these stiletto tips from Macart, and I originally was gonna use all of the acrylics, but I think I'm actually gonna stick with the sort of like clear and red theme because I'm gonna actually do some nail art on top of it. So we're gonna stick with Elm Street, Chucky, and then I think we will use the glitters like a Michael Myers, the Dr. Death, and maybe the Scream. We'll see what we have room for. Before we get into the actual acrylics, I'm just going to clean these tips up a little bit. Okay, so for the clear outside of this, I'm going to use just this Nail Mate one. And I'm going to start off with these Scream glitters. So essentially my plans for this set is I'm going to do like clear with the glitter, and then I am going to do some nail art on top, and also excuse this a little bit because now we are working with my opposite hand and acrylic opposite hand. It's gonna hopefully be fine, but you know, it could also not be. I don't want to put these too far up with the glitter and stuff because I don't want them to get filed out. So I am gonna try to push them down a little bit if I can. All right, so maybe that'll end up looking okay. Maybe it won't. I'm just gonna have to trust the process for now. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad for my opposite hand. Just gonna need a lot of filing. Okay, so now we're gonna use Chucky. Yeah, these acrylics just set up so quick, which I actually kind of like. Like, I feel like it's really easy to get just the right amount of acrylic on your brush because it just doesn't keep going and going and soaking up more monomer, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does, but I mean, it's pretty easy to work with nonetheless, even with my opposite hand. I'll have to grab some like just regular clear to try and use in general because this can definitely cut down on like some working time. I'm trying to grab from where I can see the glitters because I definitely want some of those in there. I am gonna try to mix this one up a bit to try to get some of the glitters. I feel like I can't find it. Oh, there's a drop. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. There we go. There we go. Got a droplet. So I've kind of done these ones again, a little bit of a mess, not doing great with my opposite hand today, but I have these ones done. I'm going to do these ones with the Michael Myers and the Dr. Death ones really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have all of these done pretty much. I'm a little sad because I don't know if yet you can tell. Some of the color on these ones rubbed off with the monomer, which I was a little sad about. So now there's like some random like silver whitish pieces in the Dr. Death one. None of the other ones did that. All of these were good except just some of the pieces in the Dr. Death one, not all of them. So I don't know what that's about, but I was a little sad, so I'll probably have to cover that up somehow. But as you can see, I'm gonna have some filing to do, so I'm gonna do that off camera. If you wanna see more in-depth like filing, you can watch my previous video where I showed you filing that's a ton. I'm gonna go file these really quick, and then we can get on to some of the fun nail art that I have planned. Okay, so here we are all cleaned up, and now let's do some nail art. For this one, of course, I'm gonna do the ghost face mask like everyone is doing right now, but I really love it, and so I wanted to do it myself also. All right, so I'm gonna get some blackout for my Macart as usual. And to be honest, I don't know where my white went, so I'm using a Cure Sky one today. Hopefully this doesn't soak up much gel. I don't think it will. Alrighty, so I actually have like a little reference right here because I'm gonna do it on half instead of like the whole thing. I'm gonna try to do it upside down because I'm gonna look at it like this and do it this way so that you guys can still see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do it on like this half. So wait, hold on. I almost messed this up. Okay, first we put on a matte top coat. I'm just kidding, I found my white. David had put it with my top coats. So I actually really prefer this white because it's really thick and it's really easy to draw with. So first and foremost, I'm actually gonna put on a matte top coat because that really does make it so much easier to draw on. I know it's like kind of matte like this already, but it's just how I think. So that's how it looks like shiny. All right, back up frosted. Now let's do this. Grab my white. Oh God, drawing with this hand is gonna be so hard, honestly. Okay, I can do it. It's fine. I think that outline is okay, actually. I'm just gonna fill it in. All right, I'm gonna cure that. Okay, now the face. I don't know about this. This is hard. This is so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. So I guess maybe first the eye, somehow. Okay, and then let's do the nose. I'm just trying to do the basics before I do too much of anything else. That way I can get just like the basic shapes down. Just trying to clean up a tiny bit. This is rubbing alcohol. No, I messed up. I just did the rest of that off camera because it was a lot. So I'm just going to top coat this now. And for this, I'm actually gonna try something. So I want this matte and the rest shiny. So I'm just going to go over this with a matte top coat. And then the rest will be shiny. So before cure, and here we go. This one's okay. Hopefully these ones will be better. So for the next one, we're gonna stick with the Chucky theme. It's gonna start off again with a matte top coat. I know it's supposed to be like splatter, but honestly, it reminds me like kind of like candy canes. Here we are back matte. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. I'm gonna take a little bit of like a nudish color. I don't know how this will look. This could go completely wrong for sure. And I'm just going to sort of start my outline of where I want like the stitches to be with this, almost like, you know, skin, but I want it kind of like faded out. I don't want it like super pigmented right there. I have a reference photo, by the way. I'm sort of tackling this one sort of like how I would do the makeup for it, with just like the tones and the feathering things out. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing with the red a little bit, just like a tiny bit. Here we go, kind of like that. And then I'm gonna use this one from Kira Sky. It's like their gel art one. This red is pretty dark, so I felt like it'd probably be perfect. Or I thought it was pretty dark. I have to mix and match a bit. Those actually look pretty good. I'm really happy with that actually. All right, and then I'm just going to make a little bit of a deeper gray for the stitches. My bad, I'm doing this color because they are not stitches, they're staples. All right, let's do a top coat. I'm just gonna do a shiny one for this entire one. And I actually love how this one came out. Okay, now this next one is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Nope, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Wow, it's been a long day. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street nail. So I am going to try to do the Elm Street sign on this one. It's a pretty big try, but we might be able to do it. I'm just gonna grab this green. I'm hoping when I pull it out of the bottle, it looks almost, good. I should probably make it a little bit darker, just like a smidge of black, like whatever black is oozing out right here. I'm gonna just cure that as is, and then I'm gonna try to fill it in. Might take a couple of coats. Probably should have put a different base down, go white or something, but it is what it is. Okay, a bajillion coats later, I'm going to use the same like nude color and I'm gonna write Elm Street. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to do this. Can't say I'm normally doing letters. It's not bad, not bad. And then I don't know if the street part is gonna fit super well. Look, it's there, right? It counts. And then I'm gonna outline it in that same color. Not too bad. I'll just go over a couple little things. Okay, so I'm gonna top coat this all just with shiny, and then if I want to, I might go back over and do the Elm Street in matte, but I just wanna see how it all looks shiny to start off. Okay, there's that. And then, so for this one, I actually have something really different. So I know it's a Michael Myers one and his thing is like the kitchen knife, but I made this out of Epoxy Sculpt and I want to use it. So I think I'm going to use this as like a charm. I haven't really made my own charms very much. I think I need to like probably buff it a little bit and stuff, but I figure you guys might want to watch me do that. I did make this off camera because I just had a little bit of leftover after I was making another charm for my next subscribers draw my nails videos, and I had left over, and you can only use this stuff. It's only like workable for an hour after you mix it. So I figured I'd just make a couple extra things, and I made one of these. It's also really strong, like Epoxy Sculpt is like super strong. So I'm hoping it won't break. I would prefer it to go that way, but I think it's gonna have to go that way. I'm just going to wipe this down with some alcohol. And I think we'll do like one thing at a time. So we'll work on the handle first. I think I'm gonna honestly just use pliers to hold it. That seems easiest to me. I'll do a wood one, which means I need more wood colors. I'm gonna be honest, I've never worked on Epoxy Sculpt before now. So this is gonna be a learning process for all of us. Okay, I am going to put a base coat on. I'm just gonna work on the handle for now. And then as far as, I guess, the wood goes, I'm just gonna like sort of streak some colors on. I'm not just wanting it to be super even because I want it to have like a little bit of like wood grain. And then I'm just gonna go in with the brown now and do the same thing. I feel like it's almost, I'm not realistic, but I feel like it's looking pretty good so far. I'll probably go through and do a couple more coats of just like random browns on here. I am painting the other side even though you aren't gonna really be able to see it. I just feel like, I don't know, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well just do it all. Okay, I actually really like how the wood part looks. And then I'm gonna make this matte. And then I know that Michael Myers doesn't really use an axe or anything like that, but I used to actually play, it was Friday the 13th, like the game a lot. I think it was on Xbox. And I'm pretty sure you could use an axe in there. You could pretty much use tons of stuff. So I think it's fine. I haven't seen the new movie yet though. I want to. And here's how that looks matte. A little weird, but it's okay. Just mixing up a little bit of a gray. And then I'll probably only do one coat of this because it's gray underneath. Then I'm just gonna put a little bit of, you know, something. And we'll put a shiny top coat on this part. Okay, I'm actually really happy with how this has turned out. So now I'm gonna put it on the nail. So for this, I think I'm probably gonna top coat it and then put it on with the rhinestone gel. I think that's my best bet. I also am gonna change this one. I'm gonna top coat it with shiny again. I don't know. I just want it to be shiny. I just think it'll end up looking better. And then this one. So normally I would just put it on my nail, but this is such a not normal shaped charm, I guess. Decoration. I'm just going to put it on the back. Exactly like that, I think. Oh, I love it actually. I really like it. This one looks a little odd, you know, a little bit out of whatever, but I love this. So I'm actually not going to do anything different for this one. I'm actually going to just do the same stitches that I did for the Chucky nail just because I really liked how those turns out. And I feel like they sort of fit the doctor theme as well. So I'm going to do that. And then I will show you guys the after shots. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you like these more, you know, classic spooky horror movie themed nails. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye!